A little while back, we tested and put on this Tetsujin Kiritsuke a Parker Asahi handle made out of synthetic rubber, and it was cream colored. Oddly enough, we absolutely loved it, but most of you kept saying, Frankie, we should have it in black. Well, today we have it in black. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So as I said in the intro, essentially today we're going to be testing and reviewing a Parker Asahi synthetic rubber knife handle in black. Thanks to Bonsai Boys Trading, that handle now exists in black and they sent it to me, but not only the handle to test, because this time on this Tetsujin I already have a custom handle, but they sent me another knife that I will get to test and review. So what do you say? Let's just dive right into the unboxing so you can see what they sent me, and then we'll talk about the knife and the handle. See you soon. So there you have it, blade and handle. Let's start by talking a little bit about the blade first. This is a 240mm Gyuto in SG2 with a stainless steel cladding by Myojin. Now the actual brand name, I'm gonna be honest, I always kind of forget it. So let's refer to the phone so that I don't completely mess it up. Essentially, the brand is Myojin Riki Seisakusho. Apologies if I got that wrong. Now Myojin, who of course is also the sharpener behind the famous Konosuke Fujiyama FM line, as well as Tetsujin Labo brand, put a phenomenal grind, polish, and as usual, beautifully chamfered spine in choil. This is a masterpiece. This is your classic Myojin knife laser type blade, and we will be getting to that in the knife demo. Now, in terms of the handle, this is the same like you saw in that last video, but a little bit different. What I mean by a little bit different is, formerly the Parker Asahi knife handles were made from the scrap pieces of the Parker Asahi synthetic rubber boards. Because the demand for these has been quite high, what they're doing now is they're just cutting the pieces from the board instead. So it's not so much about the scraps as much as they're actively making them. Now this one has the beautiful hemp pattern, and it's quite low contrast, which I like. To some extent, I would have almost liked to see it a little bit brighter, but I think it looks really classy as is. Nice black handle, which to me, in my opinion, would suit a knife that's probably 210mm and above. I don't know why, but for some reason when I take a look at this handle, it just screams belong on a longer knife. In terms of comfort, it's just as good as the last handle they sent me, but I will say there has been a notable improvement in the quality and finish of the handle. It's just a lot cleaner when I'm taking a look at the edges, the contouring. Everything is a lot more consistent, especially the butt. I do remember taking a look at the other cream color handle they had sent me, and of course it was still a prototype at that stage. So clearly they've taken the feedback, they've ran with it, and now you can buy this handle in black. Speaking of buying this handle is available on BonsaiBoysTrading.com. You can buy just the handle, you can buy just the blade, or you can buy this exact combo in 240mm or 210mm. Now the beautiful thing about this blade and finish is that most people do like the Tetsujin Labo Kasumi line. However, the Kasumi line with Tetsujin Labo has a blue 2 core, and the cladding is also quite reactive. Here with the SG2 core and the stainless steel cladding, you essentially have a knife that's meant for business. You don't have to take care of it like a carbon steel knife, and that Kasumi polish so far has really stayed the part. Speaking of staying the part, of course I had to test this knife. Now there was one dish I was making this week that essentially encompassed all the ways I kind of wanted to test this knife. That dish is called peperonata. It's an Italian dish of bell peppers, potatoes, cured olives, onions, garlic, and sausage. And so what you're going to see next is I'm going to test both handle and blade to see how it performs in terms of comfort, in terms of performance. Now, as usual, not everything kind of makes sense in terms of my knife cuts. As you'll see in particular with the red onion, all I wanted was to have some nice vertical slices. But because I want to taste blade thinness, I did, of course, do that lateral cut. So don't judge me for it. Enjoy the knife demo. We'll come back and I'll tell you what I think. Holy moly, that's some crazy bite. This is everything I expected in a Myojin knife. It's absolutely amazing. So sharp, great bite, lovely profile. This is ingredient 1 of 5. You want to talk about the pinnacle of effortless cutting? This is it right here. So, I mean, as you saw with the voiceover, this is one hell of a performer. This knife is everything you expect of a Myojin product. I love the length, I love the profile. Now, of course, this is not the type of blade that I'm going to rock with a little bit because of the profile. And the other thing I would say, and these are like the only two things going against it in a way, is the polish is quite sticky. As a high grit polish, this is not exactly your food release heaven type of knife. However, with the proper technique, kind of drawing back using just the tip, there's many ways that you can help with food release. Food release is not only about polish and geometry, a lot of it also has to do with your knife cutting skills and technique. In terms of the handle, kind of like I said initially, when I unbox it, it just feels great. It's weird to me that I'm holding a beautiful blade made by a world-renowned sharpener, and it has a rubber handle, and I like it, and it feels good in hand, and it looks good. Okay, this is one of those innovative movements that I'm glad I'm getting to be a part of. So again, guys, if you like this blade, it is available on BonsaiBoysTrading.com. You can buy just the Myojin 210 or 240 Gyuto blade. You can buy just the handle, or you can buy the kit. And let me dispel a piece of misinformation I see a lot on the interweb. The Myojin Riki Seisakusho brand are not hand-forged knives. So that's right, the incredible performance you've seen out of this knife is not a hand-forged knife. We need to try to separate ourselves from this mentality that hand-forged equates high quality. Not in this case, so I thought this is a piece of information I would pass forward. Thank you so much again to Bonsai Boys Trading for trusting me with another review of both blade and handle. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. And what can I say? The holidays are right around the corner. This might be a nice gift for yourself or for someone else. If you guys like the content that I create for you, please remember to like and subscribe. It really goes a long way. And otherwise, I shall see you in the next video.